Hi, welcome to A Punk with Toys. My name is Lawrence, and today on this edition of Shit You Just Wouldn't Believe, I'm going to be doing a G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero classic review on this cutter. And no, this is not my original cutter, but this is my original cutter who has seen better days. But you're about to say, whoa, what was that intro about? Well, as I started to do this, my little non-sticky hands, the hands that drop everything, this cutter, which was minty fresh, fell, hit the ground, and well, this leg blew off. Right on the inside. Right there. So, I found my original cutter, removed that piece, which luckily is in decent condition, and threw it on there. But of course, the little peg in there is broken. So, I'll try and glue that, fix it later. But I do have this. I just cannot believe it. It's just one of those things that I went, I can't believe it. Now, had I been recording, I probably would have just kept it in. But anyway, we're going to take a look at this cutter. So you know what's coming after cutter, right? A very minty, I believe, complete whale. But we're going to take a look at this guy, him in his life jacket and his Boston Bruins hat and his wonderful mustache and all that good stuff that he does come with. And like I said, this is not my original. So tell me, did you have a story? Did you drop him and he broke because he's 30 plus years? I'm actually really aggravated. We've already seen what happened. If you're watching the classified stuff, what happened with my Flint, where his arm broke off when I went to clean him. This one, he just slipped out of my hand, and no carpet down here. Maybe you might hear an echo, but it broke, and I'm disappointed. But let's get to this. Let's take a look at this guy. But before we do, let's take a second. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I review a classic G.I. Joe. All right, and here we have our Coast Guard, our first Coast Guard. I'm not sure if it is the only one. And again, this is not my original cutter, but that is my original cutter. Well, at least the majority of them. As I mentioned, he did break. So we're going to take a look at this guy. Not much to him, no accessories other than the whale, the hovercraft, which is not behind me, although it is in the in the thumbnail. So quickly we'll take a look. He has a baseball cap, and as you can see, that is the Boston Bruins, as well, Hasbro is located in that area. Looking at his hair, once again, it's kind of like that reddish hair. You can see a little bit of designs. They really didn't do much with the ears, except that they are there. Anytime you had this, like this color of a face, the pupils kind of just got blended in. So all you're really looking at here, wonderful mustache. He's got the eyebrows, and then again, the little dot for the pupil, and then just a little bit of paint right on top of it. He does have a life jacket. Now, I don't know why he's one of the few that have a life jacket, unlike other guys that are water-based. He's actually in a very large water vehicle, so he probably needs it less than others. So, nice collar here. All right, so that's the type of shirt he's wearing. He has this awesome life jacket. You can see the way it looks. And even when you go around to the back here, you can see that the shirt is made to wrap it so it doesn't come off of him. He'd have to lose the shirt. All right, shirt is rolled up, and I love the fact that you can see wrinkles all through this guy. All right, and here he is sporting a watch on the right hand, which I was always told if you're right-handed, you wear it on the left. Left-handed, you wear it on the right. I don't know if that's true or not, but there he is, a little watch, and obviously you can see the way his fingers look there too. All right. Getting down, here you can see the belt buckle. You can even see the holes for the belt, and then you can see the loops. Now, look at the design on this. This belt is actually supposed to go underneath, and it's actually underneath that loop. That is really nice attention to detail. You got some sort of pouch right there. It wraps completely around. And then you got a nice little pouch there. Here's this sidearm. You can see the belt buckle right there. It wraps completely around the leg. And this is the type of detail that, again, you didn't realize as a kid. But even here you can kind of see it has a little button for it. Goes all the way down, and he has the same style of pants that Shipwreck and the sailors were having. So kind of like a little bit bell bottom. Don't really see too much with the boots right there. And he does have pegs, which is really important because when he's on the hovercraft in the cockpit, he really needs to be plugged in there. Very difficult, but they use 2, which is pretty good because sometimes they would break. So, I know this was a fan of people in the Massachusetts area, Boston area, just because, well, that's where he's from. Quickly, his head does turn side to side. They can not go up and down yet. Now, the person I got this from years ago, he didn't really play with this. So this figure is actually still pretty tight right at the shoulders, all right? So there's your T-pose. Man, I can't believe Jason never played with this guy or any of his toys when it came to G.I. Joe. So he's so tight. I know that sounds wrong. Anyway, his arms move up. I don't really want to press it too much because it feels so tight that I feel like it's going to break. All right, there's your elbow. You get 90 degrees. You get the swivel arm battle grip. Same with this one here. All right, I'm not going to press it. I could do it on that one. See, this one here, I'm going to have no problem moving this guy around. You can even see the fadedness that I actually tried fixing. He was actually in worse shape, believe it or not. All right. Here's the O-ring, which it looks like, I feel like I'm going to need to replace this one soon. Here's Jean-Claude Van Damme, which is actually pretty good. He can kick straight up, and his knees do a perfect 90 degree. And as we know, this one, it fell, it broke. I had to use my original on the inner thigh there. But there's your cutter. No accessories, but the guy does come with a wonderful, wonderful vehicle. One that actually floats, that you probably guessed we're going to be reviewing a day after this. So anyway, this is what we got. This is your review of your cutter, who really is a pretty damn cool figure, unlike, let's say, Deep Six. All right, so there you go. That is part of my original cutter. It is not. We got to get this cutter to the infirmary, get Doc out, maybe Doc, Lifeline. They can do a little bit of work, help this guy out, fix his leg. He just sits in a devilfish anyway. He actually has a broken crotch and all that other good stuff. So, I mean, there is a reason why I went with this guy. But it is disappointing. Like I said, now his leg is a little loose, where this one is very tight. Didn't have this problem before, but you drop them, stuff's going to happen. Anyway, please, did you have the whale, and did you get Cutter with it? Maybe you traded for Cutter because you thought he was awesome. Maybe you're a huge Boston Bruins fan, and you're like, I had to have him because he had the Boston Bruins hat. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, wherever. We know what they did when it comes to Bazooka, this guy. They're in that area, so they made figures of Boston. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for watching. Please take a second, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I drop a classic review. And not actually drop it, like, because I dropped this figure. I just drop classic review. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. You guys are like, you know what? I need more of this. Well, right up here is going to be another review of the classics that I've done. And here is a playlist of all of them that I've done. Take care.